My friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update after 3 days with the SCEPTRE 30-inch monitor, the Ultrawide SCEPTRE 1080p 30-inch monitor. I gotta update you guys. Okay, so if you look right here, I mean, you can already see like the branding. It lights up, dude. It's so freaking cool. The aesthetic of this TV or this monitor is absolutely freaking cool. Like it really embodies that high-end, I want to say that high-end OLED experience in the way it looks. You know, it's got like the, let me just turn this just a little bit so you guys can kind of see it from the side. But it's got like this really thin design to it, like right here, like the bezel's like really thin, and then you've got like this little piece right here that kind of sticks out a little bit and makes it more of a it kind of just gives it that appearance of like one of those OLED monitors. Gosh, my light is so annoying. It's so hard to get good proper lighting, especially like right here. So I mean, if you look at the back of this case, so you get the SCEPTRE the light, it lights up. Right over here you have your switch, your little funky switch, so that you can get into the menus and stuff. You've got the two HDMI outputs. You've got the two DisplayPort, so you can hook two displays and then two HDMI displays, like 1080p, 4K, whatever you want to, or not 4K, but two other sources. You know, like two Xboxes or an Xbox, a PlayStation, whatever. So you can hook all of that into it. As you guys can see, I took the liberty of getting a different stand for it. Now, this is what comes with it normally. There'll be a link to the stand in the description of this video as well. I bought this from Amazon. You can get both products from Amazon. But here's the stand that normally comes with it. It's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this stand is absolutely incredible. It holds it up just fine. It looks pretty good too. It's nice and lightweight. But if you're going to get that, you're going to want like a little riser on your desk or something. So if you already have a riser, cool, this will probably be just fine for you. There is no adjustment whatsoever on this. You can't go up or down or anything like that. So I bought this because the monitor was like really down low, and as you can see where it mounts on right down here in the bottom part, so it kind of leaves that part up. So you kind of just need that little bit of adjustment for it, at least for me anyway. So I did get this one that has 4 different levels of how high I can put it. And so then once you have it to where you are set up, now this one here will let me do all of the movement with it, and still, so I can still do, I can almost do the freaking the portrait one. I can do the portrait. I just have to take it off, turn it, and then set it back on there. Then I can have it in the portrait mode. So one of the things that I really want to stress about this monitor, okay guys, now this is going to be IPS display. So IPS, in my opinion, in my hierarchy, you know, obviously like IPS is going to be pretty decent. You're going to get good image, at least good color reproduction, really decent contrast ratio with the IPS display. The next best thing would probably either be OLED or nano, what is it, like nano LED, like nano LEDs or whatever, the really small ones. I haven't had the opportunity to test one of those yet, but I will eventually get around to that, NQD OLED, because in my mission to find like good monitors for people, this one right here, and if you look at this, Kay, like this right here, this plate is the glass back. I got that to kind of match that. So like if you guys buy this setup together, this was like 22 bucks. So that'll add like another $22. So for the price of this monitor, okay, this monitor is $199 over on Amazon. That was the last price that I looked at it when I was getting the freaking when I was getting the links for it to put under the video. $199, guys. Now, to be fair, when I first was, because I wanted an ultrawide 1080p. I was like, okay, I want to try ultrawide 1080p on, you know, like 5060, 9060 XT. So I was like, I want to try 1080p ultrawide. So when I first got in there on Amazon, I put in there 1080p ultrawide, and SCEPTRE was the first one to pop up. So I was like, and I was looking at it and I was like, dang, that looks pretty good. So I reached out to SCEPTRE and I asked them if they would provide a review sample. So just so you guys know, they did ship this out to me free of charge. I didn't pay anything. They didn't ask for, you know, any early access to any of the videos that I make. I got this and I'm covering it the exact way that I would be covering it with any other product that I bought. Remember when I started doing the 1080p videos for the Asus monitor? I'm doing the same thing with this one, so it's not any special treatment or anything like that. This is just 100% my original honest feelings about this. So today is day 3. I want to talk to you guys about how the experience has been, because that's all I've played on for the last couple of days. I got it on Monday, I covered it all day Tuesday, yesterday when I got home from work, and then today I've been playing around with it. It is almost 8 o'clock, and you know, I've been playing around with some of these games, okay? And looking at them, like yesterday I sat down and I did a bunch of Death Stranding yesterday. I played around with that. I played around with, you know, some shooters. Today I got home, I did a video for Doom. The Dark Ages, looking at that, and the same thing that keeps coming to me is obviously 1440p 4K. Those screens are going to have more clarity. Okay, those screens are going to be better. They're going to have, you know, they're just they have more pixels, whatever, you know. So I mean, like, yeah, you can't argue with that. But the thing is, guys, when you get home from work and you sit down and you start playing on the 1080p display, immediately you don't notice. You really don't. Like, you really don't notice any of the, like, I legit had to be running with path tracing on Doom Dark Ages at freaking performance FSR for me to even start to get to a point where it started looking like fuzzy, you know what I mean? Like you could see, you know, because of the aggressive upscaling with FSR 3 on that game on a 1080p monitor, that was aggressive. That is the image quality that I think most people think they're gonna see when they buy 1080p, which is just not the case. 1080p at max settings at let's check this game out real quick. Let me just get this still seed started for you guys over here on this monitor. It just got an update. This does have FSR 4 now and all of that stuff, so you should be able to get pretty sharp overall image quality out of that. I need to set my camera back just a little bit so that so it doesn't catch the because it was doing something the other day when I was trying to film that original video. It was like making it look a little bit. Now this does have its own speakers too. This monitor does have its own speakers, so you do get that. You do get the FreeSync Premium Pro, so if you're using the AMD or even NVIDIA, it should be fine. It's rated for the HDR 400. Yes, you can use HDR, but the thing with PC on HDR, guys, is when you're in the menus or like in the windows, it really looks washed out, but it does kind of readjust when you get into games. So yes, you can use it. If we go into continue right now and look at some of this, yeah, that is actually, I think this is running at native res too. Damn, that actually looks really good. Okay, let's see what res we're running at, because I don't feel like, okay, windowed full screen, unlimited UE5. Okay, so we're at AMD's FSR, and then we'll go down to performance. Turn on some frame generator, ultra, and then we'll leave that like that. So let's see what we've got now. Oh yeah, see, look at that. You're still getting all of that, but look at this. Now we're at like 190 frames, and it still looks just as clean as it did just a second ago. With yeah, I mean, you get a little bit more ghosting around the character or whatever, but I don't know, man. I think most people could play this. Just the fluidity of this just feels so absolutely incredible. Oh boy. Whoa. Yeah, we can jump across. Cut those things down. Boom.
When are you guys planning to tell me? No wonder you're so helpful then. I'll thank him personally later.
Yeah, baby. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like the the 1080p of the TV or the monitor, it actually looks really sharp and really crisp and really clean, like when you're going through the game and stuff. And so it's one of those things where like, as long as you're playing it like as it was intended or whatever, you usually don't notice like a massive difference. Like the overall image quality really just looks pretty dang good. Let's get over here. Yeah, so this game here has got like a lot of platform puzzles and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Yeah, see, I don't know. This is kind of cool, guys. It's got like that platform. It's got that really cool freaking really cool freaking combat and like movement system and stuff. Dang, I thought there was like something else that was gonna like shoot out across at me. Maybe right there. Nope, we're going up. Let's get up here to the top. To the tippy top. I haven't beat this game yet, but I have played a little bit of it.
Whoa, everything's falling apart. How old is this place?
Wait, are we back at the same spot? No, we're at the new spot. I'm not gonna play a whole bunch of it, guys. Just enough to like to let you guys kind of see and then save it. I do want to get back to this game and like start actually playing it, but I guess this is what I'm trying to say is the experience that you get from from having an ultrawide monitor. And this is something that, kind of stood out to me when I first got the 3440 by 1440p, the OLED one, is the immersion that you experience by having an ultrawide display. It really does immerse you in the experience even more. Like, it really does. I don't know how to, explain that any better than that. But when you're in there, you're playing around, you've got like that wider field of view. It works pretty good with first-person shooters, definitely open world games. Games like this actually benefit from it too. You just have that wider field of view. And for some reason, like, the immersion of it is really, really good. I kind of thought that, oh man, this is a flat screen panel, so it's not going to do, it's not going to be as immersive as my ultra-wide 39-inch LG. But immediately, once I got this extra stand and I put it up higher, because that first day I was sitting right here and I lowered my chair and I was playing with it. It was fine. And then I got the Nintendo box and I stuck the Nintendo box under it and I had it sitting right there and I was like, okay, this is still fine. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a stand for it so I can actually play it. And I'll tell you what, guys, this monitor, having that 210 hertz refresh rate really, really helps. It would have been nice if it was 240, but for $199, guys, you have to look at it in that aspect, is that the monitor looks sleek, it looks good. The color reproduction on this thing, man, I played like some Assassin's Creed. I've been through so many of my games on this monitor, just checking it out, and like, I'm absolutely blown away. Like, I've spent over $1,000 each on both of those OLEDs, and for this IPS display, and I must stress this is in conjunction with AMD's freaking. You get in here on AMD, and then you go into the color thing, over here in the display or whatever, and then you turn on your color saturation and you bump it up to 150. Like, that really makes this monitor come to life, and it does with all IPS. That's exactly where I found it, was on an IPS monitor, my LG 1440p monitors. So when you turn that on and you get that going, like, it really just brings out the freaking color and the definition and the contrast ratio and all of that stuff. So I will be doing a full-on review for this monitor this weekend. I wanted to like really play. I wanted to do some sim racing. I wanted to do a whole bunch of other stuff on it before giving you that final word. But man, after 3 days, guys, I legit like this monitor. I like the way it looks. I like the size of it. The size is actually pretty dang good. So if you're wondering if 30 inches is not going to be good enough for you, it's about as wide as a 32. It's about as wide as that 32-inch monitor, but it's shorter, like maybe a 25-inch or something, a 27-inch. So you get like that I don't know. It's immersive. Trust me, it is very immersive. I like ultra wide. Like I'm sold on ultra wide. So, all right, guys, I'll have a link in the description for you. I'll get you the information for this stand too, so that you can be just like me and we can be twinsies. So, and it was a pretty easy stand to put together. It wasn't very hard at all. So then you put the stand together, you put the monitor on there. I'm not saying that the monitor that comes, the stand that comes with it is unusable. You just need something to put it on. You'll need like a little shelf or something. If you've got one of those on your desk, you won't need the extra. But I wanted the extra height because I wanted it to be higher. So when I'm sitting here and I'm filming and doing videos and stuff, I like this monitor. I do. I absolutely think it would be absolutely worth the money. If I would have bought it, I would still be super freaking happy about it. So I'm thankful and grateful that SCEPTRE sent this out so I could review it for you guys, man. That to me is like, okay, that's cool, man. They have faith in their product, that they'll send it to a freaking reviewer, a YouTuber that just hits them up and like, hey man, I want to check this out on the channel. And they're like, all right, yeah, we believe in our product, and they ship it out. I mean, if you're a company with 4 decades of experience selling freaking monitors, yeah. I mean, for me though, like when I because I've heard of SCEPTRE. I think we've all heard of SCEPTRE. I was more thinking that they were like business monitors. You know what I mean? Like the people that, you know, you set them up in your office and you do that. I always thought SCEPTRE was just I just always had that in my mind, that they were like office monitors. I didn't know they did gaming monitors, but man, here we are sitting in front of a $200 SCEPTRE 30-inch ultra-wide 1080p monitor, and it's absolutely incredible. Mind-blowing experience, and the 9060 XT absolutely brings this monitor to life, as does the monitor. Really perform. That is such a good combo. Such a good combo. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Froggy out.